This is the beginning where, after you've watched the first video, if you needed to, this is where I think it starts to get interesting using different angle properties and triangle properties to be able to solve this algebraically. Um, let's take a look here. We need to find this angle represented by the x and this angle represented by the y. We know that all the angles in a triangle equals 180 degrees. I know that this angle is 90 degrees, but I'm missing two angles. So I can't go and just magically come up with the other two angles. So now we have to go and look elsewhere and figure out what's been given to us. I see that I have an angle here that's 135 degrees, and it's sitting right next to angle y. And you notice I drew this arc right here, and that's trying to represent the 180 degree arc that you see at times. But if you're having a hard time seeing that, let's just highlight this line. What do we know about the measurement of a straight line? Well, last video we talked about it being 180 degrees. A straight line is 180 degrees. Okay, so we know that's going on. And if I suddenly put an angle right here, and let's just say it was 60 degrees, then this other one would have to be 120 degrees because they're still sitting on the straight line. 120 plus 60 equals the 180. And that's what we need you to see right here, is that together y and 135 equals 180 degrees. So if we add them together, it would be 180. Well, what's 180 minus 135? 45 degrees. So that means the only answer that could be here is 45 degrees for y. This 45 degree angle is what y represents. And now that I know this one is 90 and this one is 45, together that's 135 degrees, I could subtract it from the sum of all three angles, right? Because this is the sum of all three angles. And I can subtract the sum of the two angles that we knew. So that's the angle sign there, sorry. And we get 45 degrees again, which is the remaining angle, or the one angle that was missing. So this is 45 degrees also. And now let's just do a quick check. 90 plus 45 plus 45 is 180 degrees. So yeah, it looks like we found the answer. And it all started from having to look at this exterior angle on the outside of the triangle. So here's the exterior angle, and then we use this, it's called a supplementary angle property, where two angles are sitting on a straight line. So we know together they're 180, and that's what got us started. So go try these two, and let's see what you do with them. Here's a 180 degree relationship between these two angles. So 180 minus 122 will be 58 degrees. So W will equal 58 degrees. We know this one is 90. So 90 plus 58 is 148 degrees. The sum of all three angles inside of a triangle, the interior angles, is 180. And we don't want to add there. We want to subtract the two angles that we know, which is 90 and 58. And that's where we get the 148 from. We added them up, and we got 32 degrees. So V equals 32 degrees. Okay. For number 2, it's very, very similar. You see the straight line running through here. So S and 96 degrees together equals 180. I want to talk about this one for just a second. S will equal 84 degrees. Now, I know you're sitting here and you're going, there's no way that's 84 degrees. That is 90 degrees if I've ever seen one before. Well, yeah, I used the right angle, right triangle to make this, but I did not tell you it was 90 degrees, and instead I changed it where I said, hey, this angle right here is 96. And because it's sitting on a straight line, you can't trust your eyes. to just go, I think it's 90 degrees. No, you have to use the mathematical information given to you. And so 96 plus 84 is 180. And so we know this is 84 degrees now. I also know this is 25 degrees. At least that's what I'm telling you. And 84 plus 25 is 109, which means M has to be 71 degrees. So if you add up 84, 71, and 25, that will equal 180 degrees. The next video, and I'm actually going to break this one up because I don't want you to have to deal with this right here. This is a slightly different situation where instead of just having a variable, we have a coefficient multiplying the variable, or other things like this. This will be on the next video. Okay.